The top stories tonight in Y News. The latest resupply mission to the Ayungin Shoal of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Coast Guard has been successfully conducted today.
The Commission on Elections launches the Committee on Contrabigay to prosecute vote buying in the country.
The PNP Internal Affairs Service recommends the dismissal from service of 8 police officers who went viral on social media for forcibly entering the house of a former professor in Imus, Cavite.
And discover the view of the international community to North Korea's decision to arm its navy with nuclear weapons and the potential diplomatic implications of this move.
Good evening, Philippines and the world. Today is Friday, the 8th of September, 2023. Join us in the next hour as we deliver today's top stories around the Philippines and in other parts of the world. I am William Theo.
We are also seen in 1,935 satellite monitoring centers nationwide and via live streaming worldwide through the UNTV News and Rescue social media channels. I am Harleen Delgado.
First in the news, the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, assured that there is now a strong deterrent against the perennial problem of vote buying in the country. Meanwhile, a show cause order is issued against a local chief executive in Malabang, Lanao del Sur. Dante Amento tells us why.
The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, has launched this afternoon the Committee on Contrabigay. Its task is to ensure the implementation of policies and rules of the Commission against vote buying or vote selling. These include receiving complaints or reports of vote buying, gathering evidence, preparing affidavits of the witnesses, and ultimately filing cases in court.
Ilang dekada na ito na namamayagpag, bunsod ng kaugaliang pakikisama, pamipamilya, at utang na loob. Kaya utang na loob, tama na. The Commission on Elections is acting.
The committee stresses they are serious in the fight against this illicit activity through a whole-of-nation approach in collaboration with some government agencies such as the Philippine National Police, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Department of Justice, and Anti-Money Laundering Council, among others. Whistleblowers or witnesses will also be given protection by the committee.
Hindi kinakailangang formal complaint, hindi kinakailangang under oath. Ibato lang po sa ating pong committee, sila na ang bahalang mag-imbestiga. Sila na ang bahalang kumuha ng mga at mangolekta ng mga ebidensya. Para po hindi mahirapan at para nga po hindi matakot yung mga kababayan natin. At the same time, yung mga magko-complaint po na mga nakatanggap mismo, bibigyan po sila ng witness protection.
Any person otherwise guilty of vote buying and vote selling who voluntarily gives information and willingly testifies on any violation thereof shall be exempt from prosecution and punishment. So meron ho tayong whistleblower provision.
Meanwhile, the poll body issued a show cause order against the local chief executive of Malabang, Lanao del Sur over an indiscriminate firing incident occurred during the filing of Certificate of Candidacy last August 31, 2023. Mayor Alinader Balindong is asked to attend the hearing on September 20 at COMELEC to explain why he should not be held liable over the incident.
Katabi lang kasi yung pagpapile ng candidacy, doon sila nagpapaputok eh. Na nakita nyo naman sa video. Pinatayan pa ng kuryente yung lahat na nagpapile ng candidacy. Ngayon, magagawa ba ng ilang tao lang yun? May involved na official.
The poll body said the 2 individuals seen in a viral video who perpetrated the act were the mayor's personnel. They also surrendered to the authorities today with some high-powered firearms and ammunitions. Dante Amento, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Several senators commend the country's armed forces, Coast Guard, and Navy for a successful third resupply mission to BRP Sierra Madre to Ayungin Shoal. This despite the intimidation and dangerous maneuvers made by the Chinese Coast Guard. Senate President Juan Miguel Big Zubiri released a video of the resupply mission where he says Chinese Coast Guards and Chinese militia tried to trail and block the supply boats and Navy ships. Despite a successful mission, Zubiri stresses the need to remain cautious and vigilant as China continues to block Philippine vessels within its waters. He reiterates the support of the Senate for the funds of the Armed Forces and Coast Guard to develop the country's self-defense posture and continue protecting the Filipino people. Meanwhile, Senator Francis Tolentino also confirms the attempts of the Chinese Coast Guard to separate the Philippine vessels from one another. He maintains the country needs to strengthen its alliance with various countries to rally support for the Philippines in the bid to stop to China's aggressive actions in the West Philippine Sea.
Subalit kahit ganito na nakalusot, hindi naman po pwedeng palagi na lang at patuloy yung paglabag ng China sa international law. So tama po yung ginagawa natin ngayon na makipag-alyado tayo sa international community na sa ganun matigil na po ito.
The Philippines and Australia sign a strategic partnership deal. This as Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visits the country and meets President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in Malacanang. Rosalie Cos will tell us why.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is the first Australian leader who visited the Philippines since 2003. He was accorded with arrival honors in Malacanang grounds earlier today, September 8. PM Albanese said he wanted to boost ties with the Philippines.
And I know that Australia and the Philippines are great friends, and I hope that this visit helps to take it to an even higher level as we go forward.
President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and PM Albanese met and the two countries signed a strategic partnership deal. This aims for close cooperation with the Philippines on education, economy, culture, security, and peace, among others.
The agreements signed and witnessed today symbolize our joint determination to enhance our cooperation across various domains. From development to cultural exchanges, these agreements represent a tangible commitment to work together for the betterment of our two nations.
Working together, I'm confident Australia and the Philippines can rise to meet the new challenges and help to realise our vision of an open, prosperous, peaceful and stable region.
Meanwhile, PM Albanese lauds the contributions of the Filipino-Australian community in his nation. Rosalie Cos, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The PNP Internal Affairs Service recommends the dismissal from service of the 8 police officers who went viral on social media for forcibly entering the house of a former professor in Imus, Cavite. However, the chief of the Imus police station, his deputy, and 2 other personnel have been found not liable in the administrative case. Leia Ilagan details why, exclusive.
The Philippine National Police Internal Affairs Service has completed the hearing of the administrative case involving 12 cops who were involved in illegal drug operations in Imus, Cavite on August 2. The said operations went viral on social media, showing that the police personnel forcibly entered the house of a former professor. In their decision, IAS Inspector General Attorney Alfigar Triambulo stated that 8 of the 12 police personnel are recommended to be removed from service. This individual includes Police Senior Master Sergeant Daisy Diones, Police Staff Sergeant Jesus Alday, Police Staff Sergeant Julius Barbon, Police Staff Sergeant Emil Buna, Police Corporal General Cadiang, Police Corporal Lou Amando Antonio, Patrolman Raymel Sar Reyes, and Patrolman Rene Mendoza.
Ay yun po yung 8 na siya talagang pumunta doon sa bahay ng biktima para sirain po yung kanyang pintuan para makapasok. Pagkatapos wala silang search warrant of arrest. Pagkatapos itong biktima ay kanilang hinuli at hindi lang yun at pinunakawan pa.
Attorney Triambulo mentioned that the 8 police personnel also falsified a document.
sa kanilang report na ito ay hindi totoo, kaya sila din kinasuhan namin ng grave dishonesty. And the totality, dahil dito sa nakakakaya na kanilang ginagawa bilang isang officer na nakikita ng video at mga testimony, sila po ay kinasuhan din namin ng conduct and becoming of a police officer.
Meanwhile, the Chief of Police of Imos Cavite Police Colonel Michael Batoktoy, his deputy and 2 other police personnel were found not guilty in the administrative case.
Itong hepe, although pumirma siya sa report, hindi naman niya alam na yun pa ay hindi naman totoo doon sa pangyayari. Hindi rin niya alam na itong ginagawa ng kanyang mga tauhan. Nung nakita po niya yung viral video na yon, yung CCTV, siya po ay nag-request na i-relieve itong mga tauhan niya at nag-initiate po siya ng isang investigation. Kaya hindi namin makitaan siya na may lapses ng kanyang bilang hepe, kaya siya ay absuelto po sa kaso namin ng command responsibility.
Attorney Triambulo added that they submitted a recommendation to the Chief PNP through the Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, Discipline Law and Order Division on September 7.
Ayon sa rules ng NAPOLCOM, ang Chief PNP bilang disciplinary authority dito, sapagkat ito po ay kaso na summary dismissal proceedings na kinandak dito mismo sa Kamkrami. So ang pipirma ng kung mag-decision dito sa kaso na to ay si Chief PNP. At merong 30 days si Chief PNP na maglabas ng kanyang decision sa kaso nito.
If the Chief PNP approves the recommendation, the 8 police officers will not receive their benefits. Leia Ilagan, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
And for the news abroad, North Korea has launched its first tactical nuclear attack submarine, which will be patrolling in the waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. Charisse Rongboen will tell us why.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un announced the new nuclear attack ceremony at the launching ceremony on Wednesday, September 6, stating the urgency of arming the Navy with nuclear weapons to counter the United States and its allies in Asia. The submarine, known as Hero Kim Kun-ok, was named after a North Korean historical figure and will play a crucial role as part of the North Korean Naval Forces' core underwater offensive capabilities. South Korea's Unification Ministry condemned the new submarine, with a spokesperson stating that the North Korean leader's actions will only harm the lives of his citizens. Japan has also criticized the move, with Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno stating that it poses a graver security threat to the country than before. It is not yet clear what type of missiles will be deployed on the new vessel, but North Korea has previously test-fired long and short-range ballistic missiles from submarines. Charisse Rongboen, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
We'll share more global stories with you later.
For those watching our live streaming on YouTube, please click the subscribe button you see on your screen and ring the bell for notification. You may also follow us on Facebook. The Philippine Weather Bureau PAG-ASA confirms the presence of smog yesterday in Metro Manila. The agency explains that warm air in higher altitudes prevents the cooler air near the ground from rising. PAG-ASA said that this phenomenon is not unusual, but frequently occurs during the season of the northeast monsoon. However, smog poses hazards to public health, especially for those who have respiratory diseases.
Kung meron po tayong health problems, magsuot po talaga ng face mask. At kung long drive po, kung pagod, yun po, delikado rin po ito sa mga nagdadrive. Kung yung visibility po ay maaapektuhan, so ingat po sa pagdadrive.
Meanwhile, the unemployment rate in the country climbed to 4.8% for the month of July, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSA. Meanwhile, the employment rate slowed to 95.2%. Bernadette Tinoy will tell us why.
The Philippine Statistics Authority reports that the unemployment rate for the month of July rose from 4.5% in April to 4.8% in July. PSA National Statistician and Civil Register Undersecretary Dennis Mapa stated that this is equivalent to 2.27 million individuals. Mapa also mentioned the different factors contributing to the increase in the unemployment rate.
Wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles na may bawas na 2.06 million. Agriculture and forestry na may bawas na 1.03 million. Public Administration and Defense, compulsory Social Security na may bawas na 263,000, education na may bawas na 212,000, at accommodation and food service activities na may bawas na 151,000.
PSA added that the employment rate has fallen to 95.2%.
Nitong Hulyo 2023, ang employed persons o bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo ay naitala sa 44.63 million.
Meanwhile, the agency said the weather disturbances that the public experienced in the past months have affected the labor force participation rate.
The second half of July ay talagang marami tayong mga areas na binaha, and nakikita natin na dito sa ating agri-sector medyo substantial yung hindi nag-participate sa labor force doon sa mga activities na medyo may impact yung weather.
Bernadette Tinoy, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The Land Transportation Office will implement automatic driver's license validity extension until April 2024 due to shortage of plastic cards. JP Nunez will tell us why.
Even though the temporary restraining order of the Quezon City Regional Trial Court to stop the distribution of driver's license cards expired last September 6, Wednesday, the Land Transportation Office, or LTO, said they still can't clear the backlog of driver's license cards. LTO Chief Assistant Secretary Vigor Mendoza said they have recently received 200,000 plastic cards. However, this number will not suffice to fulfill all the backlogs of driver's license cards in the country. To address this issue, the LTO will extend the validity of expiring driver's licenses until 2024. Those whose driver's licenses are expiring from April 3, 2023 onwards will automatically be extended until April 2, 2024.
Ano ibig sabihin po ng automatic extension? Hindi na po sila kailangan pumunta sa LTO para tatakan yung decode ng kanilang OR or CR na extended. No? It is automatic. No?
Meanwhile, the LTO is considering releasing driver's license cards for renewal gradually once the supply of plastic cards becomes stable. The LTO stated that their ideal supply of plastic cards to normalize the issuance of driver's license cards will be around 1 million pieces.
Maybe yung April 3 to let's say April 30, ganyan, no? Yung nag-expire within that period, yun, pwede na sila pumunta sa aming mga opisina. Yun ang aming pinag-aaralan ngayon.
The LTO also mentioned that they will conduct a massive information campaign for motorists on how to use the e-driver's license, which is already available on their land transportation management system. JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The Metro Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, will launch its free motorcycle academy on September 27th. This initiative is timely given the increasing number of accidents and road rage incidents occurring on our roads today. Most of the facilities, such as classrooms and motorcycles, have been donated to the MMDA. They have already received over 40 motorcycle units, and the MMDA is expecting 40 more. Interested individuals may register online. The selection of training participants will be done by date. The maximum number of attendees per training batch is 100. The training will last for 2 days and will be available from Monday to Saturday.
Sabi nga po nung stakeholders meeting tayo, hindi naman daw po walang disiplina ang mga Filipinos. It's just that baka hindi lang sila educated properly. So, yan po yung ituturo natin dito sa Motorcycle Riding Academy.
Very, very important. Napaka-mahalaga ko yan. Dahil nakita nga natin, halos araw-araw mayroong accident. At dahil sa traffic, minsan mainit ang ulo ng mga tao. So, talagang very timely itong inisitibo ng
The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, is in the process of evaluating its policy on allowing marked vehicles in EDSA busways such as ambulances. This comes in the wake of an accident that happened yesterday in Cubao, Quezon City, when a bus and an ambulance collided on the bus lane. Although the Department of Transportation allows ambulances to enter the bus lane, according to the MMDA report, the ambulance had no patients and was simply returning home to Herona, Tarlac when the incident occurred.
Yung mga ganun po siguro kailangan nating i-review. Aralin na dapat po ba meron lamang sakay na pasyente yung gagamit ng bus lane? Paano po kung susundo sila ng pasyente? Pwede po ba? Yung mga ganoon po. So, kailangan po nating aralin bago tayo gumawa ng necessary adjustment.
And in our global news, Aditya L1, India's first ever solar probe, snapped a selfie while on the way to its fourth-month journey to the sun. Maven Carizo tells us why.
Aditya L1, first ever solar probe from the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, took a selfie and a photo with Earth and Moon, which was shared on X, formerly known as Twitter, on the 7th of September. India's Aditya L1, which name translates to Sun, was launched on September 2 for its 4-month, approximately 1.5 million kilometer journey to a stable spot near the Sun. Its mission is to continuously observe the Sun without occultations, monitor its effects on space weather in real time, and study solar activities such as solar flares and coronal mass ejections that both create beautiful auroras and pose risks to satellites. Additionally, it seeks to examine the coronal heating problem, which refers to the sun's ultra-hot outer atmosphere while other layers remain cooler, a mystery that has puzzled scientists. India's solar mission comes just days after the country became the first to ever land near the moon's south pole last month. Maven Carizo, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Greece and other European countries are currently experiencing an unusual weather system known as the Omega Block, so named due to its resemblance to the Greek letter when observed on a weather map. This atmospheric phenomenon, or weather pattern, which also bears a resemblance to a horseshoe, involves a high-pressure system sandwiched between two cut-off low-pressure systems and may persist for several days. The Omega Block has resulted in unprecedented flooding in southern Europe while simultaneously triggering heat waves in the northern regions. The torrential rains in Greece have shattered records, with a year's worth of rainfall occurring within just 18 hours. This extreme weather has also affected Turkey, Spain, and Bulgaria, resulting in at least 14 fatalities. These record-breaking rains have come on the heels of destructive wildfires in Greece that ravaged extensive areas of forest and farmland, claiming the lives of more than 20 people. And those are the reasons behind the news in other parts of the globe.
The number of Filipino migrant workers in Taiwan keeps on increasing throughout the years. Apart from their monthly income and other benefits, discover why overseas Filipino workers find a second home in Taiwan. Paulo Dasal will tell us why.
Ano-ano ang pinakagusto nyo sa Taiwan na very similar sa Pilipinas?
Maraming similarities sa Pinas and Taiwan kaya hindi ka talagang ma-feel yung alone ka.
Sa Taiwan kasi, andito yung opportunities healthcare system ng Taiwan.
Dito sa Taiwan, ang dami-daming mga prutas.
Halos 150,000 na ang mga overseas Filipino workers sa Taiwan, batay sa datos ng Philippine Department of Migrant Workers. Mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, marami sa ating mga kababayan ang nagtutungo sa Taipei Economic and Cultural Office sa Makati City, Philippines sa pagnanasang makapagtrabaho sa Taiwan. Sa tanggapan, sila'y nag-a-apply ng Migrant Workers Visa. Malaking bilang ng mga Pilipino ay nagtatrabaho sa key cities ng Taiwan, gaya ng Taoyuan, Hsinchu, Taichung at Kaohsiung. Karamihan sa kanila ay naghahanap buhay sa manufacturing, construction, social welfare, gayon din sa agriculture at fishery sectors. Batay kay Manila Economic and Cultural Office o MECO Chairperson and Resident Representative Silvestre Bello III, isa ang Taiwan sa top employment destination countries para sa mga Pilipino.
Masayang-masaya ang ating mga kababayan doon. Siyempre dahil siguro sa maganda lahat yung mga benepisyo nila at higit sa lahat ang nagiging dahilan ng kanilang magandang sitwasyon ay ang kanilang mga employer.
Patuloy ang ginagawang pag-aaral ng Taiwan sa labor rules nito upang maprotektahan ang karapatan ng migrant workers, kabilang na ang mga Pilipino. Sa kasalukuyan, ang Filipino migrant workers ang isa sa pangunahing sources ng migrant workers sa Taiwan dahil ito sa abilidad, sipag at mahusay na communication skills ng mga kababayan.
Highly qualified at masisipag ang Filipino migrant workers. May good English speaking skills din sila, kaya nga gustong-gusto i-hire bilang empleyado ang mga Pinoy sa technology industry ng Taiwan. Samantala, gusto rin ng mga employer na i-hire ang Filipino migrant workers para sa home care at household service dahil sa mahusay nilang communication skills, pagiging masipag at disiplinado.
Ang Pinoy na si MJ, isang engineer sa isang factory, piniling maghanap buhay sa Taiwan.
Aminin naman natin, syempre sa Pilipinas medyo mababa yung salary. Kaya dito sa Taiwan, para mabilis na makaahon at nakapundar sa buhay, mas pinili kong magstay dito sa Taiwan. Nagkaroon po kami ng maayos na bahay, nabigyan ko po ng matinong bahay sina mama. Tapos napagawa po namin yung yung bahay namin ng maayos. Tapos meron na rin po akong commercial space for lease.
As of January 1, 2023, 26,400 new Taiwan dollars o mahigit na 46,000 pesos ang minimum wage ng mga manggagawang protektado ng Labor Standards Act ng Taiwan. Bukod pa dito, ang overtime pay. Para naman sa mga migrant worker at employer na nais humingi ng assistant kaugnay ng usaping legal, protective shelter referral at iba pa, maaaring makipag-ugnayan sa 24-hour 1955 labor consultation and complaint hotline. Ang kababayang namang si Leo Val, naghahanap buhay naman bilang factory worker sa Taiwan sa loob ng 8 taon. Subalit noong 2022, na-diagnose siyang may cancer sa lymph node. Aniya, malaking tulong ang health insurance benefits para sa kanya.
Bali po yung health insurance po namin, napakalaking tulong po sa akin, kagaya po noon na nagkasakit po ako. Kung hindi po doon dahil sa health insurance, siguro hindi ko rin po kayang ipagamot yung sarili ko, gawa sa sobrang laki ng gastusin sa pagpapagamot sa bilang isang cancer patient. Yung session po umabot po ng more than 3 months. 6 na session po yun.
Samantala, mura at maayos ang public transportation at mga pangunahing bilihin sa Taiwan. Bukod dito, ligtas at tiyak din ang seguridad ng mga manggagawang Pilipino. May ilan din sa mga kamangha-mangha at hindi makakalimutang experience ang mga kababayang naninirahan at naghahanap buhay sa Taiwan. gaya ng pagbisita sa shopping district at night markets. Popular ang mga lugar na ito para sa mga Filipino community sa Taiwan at bahagi na ng kultura ng mga Taiwanese. Iba't iba ang makikita rito, magmula sa street food, sapatos at damit. Mayroon ding games o mga palaro.
Actually, dito sa Yongkang, marami talagang pumupunta ng mga kababayan natin. Hindi lang turista, pati mga migrant workers or mga kababayan natin na dito na nagtatrabaho. Una po talaga, syempre, ang street food. Pangalawa, sir, is yung mga desserts. Number 1 na po yung mango shaved ice. Yung mango shaved ice, you've never been to Yongkang kung hindi mo itry yun. Kaya dapat kainin natin yun. And then yung mga coffee shops dito, yung mga cafes dito napakaganda, iba't ibang klaseng design. And then syempre yung famous sa Taiwan na beef noodle. Have you tried beef noodles, sir? Kasi known po ang Taiwan for beef noodles.
Matatagpuan ang night market sa urban at rural areas sa Taiwan. Isa sa pinakasikat ang Shilin Night Market. Kabilang sa mga hindi dapat palagpasing pagkain dito ay ang flame-grilled beef cubes, herbal stew pork ribs, pork pepper buns at marami pang iba.
Kahit na bago ka lang dito, hindi ka ma-homesick kasi ang daming places na pwede mong puntahan. And gaya dito, nandito tayo ngayon sa Zhongshan. Every Sunday, maraming mga Pinoy na pupunta dito. Yes, kaya hindi ka ma-homesick. Favorite ko talaga sa Pinas Bulalo. Mahahanap po rin yan dito sa Taiwan kasi marami mga Pinoy store na pwede mong puntahan.
2 oras lamang ang flight mula Manila hanggang Taipei at halos kapareho ng flight duration mula Manila patungong Davao. Sa gitna ng pangingigumbayan ng mga Pilipino at pagkawalay sa kanilang mga pamilya at kaibigan sa Pilipinas, nakatagpo sila ng pangalawang tahanan sa Taiwan. Kapwa sinusulong ng Pilipinas at Taiwan ang kalayaan, demokrasya at pangangalaga sa karapatan ng mga mamamayan. Kaya sa loob ng maraming taon, naging tahanan na rin ng Taiwan ng libo-libo nating mga kababayang tinaguriang modern-day heroes na patuloy na kabahagi sa pagpapaunlad at pagpapabuti ng dalawang nasyon. Paulo Dasal, UNTV News and Rescue. Diyos ang aming sandigan, serbisyo publiko ang aming pinahalagahan.
And before we close the program, we would like to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to my co-anchor and one of UNTV's finest anchors, Mr. William Theo, as he will be embarking on a new journey. For over a decade, our anchor served as the country's pillar of public service, years filled with memories and professional experience alongside the evening newscast team. Will, thank you so much for your dedication and service. It's been an honor and a privilege to share this studio with you as we anchor the news every night for the people. We, your UNTV family, will be definitely missing you so much. We wish you all the best and good luck on your newest journey.
Thank you, Harleen, and I did not expect that. Yes, it was a very, very difficult decision, and of course, my heart will always be with UNTV. It is a big, big part of who I am and will continue to be a big part of what I will become. I wouldn't want it any other way than to be affiliated with UNTV, where public service comes first. I really do believe in Kuya Daniel saying, tulong muna bago balita, and also ang mabuting gawain ay hindi magbubunga ng masama. Yun, I always keep that to heart wherever I go.
God bless you, Will, and we will see you around.
Yes, salamat sa Diyos. Our kasangbahay, as the world faces these trying times amid the various challenges and uncertainties, we are inviting everyone to join the global prayer for humanity.
Good day. I'm Brother Eli Soriano of the members of the Church of God International. I want to invite you to join us in a minute of prayer every day to pray for humanity and the whole world as we go through these perilous times. While safety measures like washing of hands and strengthening of our immune systems may help us through this horrible predicament, there is still no precaution or cure more powerful than God's mighty intervention, and we need His intervention now more than ever. It doesn't matter what religion you are in or what denomination you belong. This is an invitation for all the people around the world who cares for the future of their family, friends, loved ones, and humanity as a whole. Everybody is welcome to pray with us. For more details, you can check out the description box below. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you.
And before we close, we will leave you with a word, giving glory to God. From the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 4, it says, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord." And those are the reasons behind the news, September 8, 2023. Reasons we deliver to you as they unfold. I am Harleen Delgado.
And because we need to know, we will always ask why. I am William Theo. We serve the people. We give glory to God.